Sorry for party rocking. I be up in the party, looking for a hottie to bone.
So today's video is going to be a project. I have my lovely wife here giving me a hand. And here, I'll show you what's up. Regular users have seen my radio helmet before. This is for paramotoring. I took the shield off because my instructor suggested it. The other thing I have here is a 3-axis gimbal. This makes footage so much smoother and nicer to look at. It's like a Steadicam. They're on the bottom of drones too. So if things go wildly successfully, I'll be able to mount this guy on this guy in a reasonable way, and then I'll take some footage with and without it so that you guys can see sort of the fruits of our labor. We haven't figured out how it's going to mount yet, and it's especially tricky. Like, one of the standard ways you might mount it is, you know, just to stick like a GoPro, but there's a ridge. Do you see how the top of the helmet is like V-shaped? That adds complexity. So, on with our project. So the manufacturer has an idea on how this can be set up, and this is what I'm trying to avoid, although it's possible we might end up there. So what they say to do is you put this on the helmet, and then that's double sticky, so you put that in there. And then you put this guy in here, and then you put this guy in here, and then of course, you know, this through. We've all seen how GoPros work, and then this screws onto that. The trouble is, you're left with this tower of stuff on top of your helmet, which I fear it is going to catch the risers. You guys know what a paramotor is. It has the strings that go up to your wing. Those strings and stuff, they're called risers. And my fear is that if that thing sticks up too much, not only is it stupid, but it's extra prone to catch on everything. And that's what we're trying to improve upon. Okay, so in my server room, I have this guy, which is my camera bag. It's full of all kinds of odds and ends, battery packs and shotgun mics, but that's not what I'm interested in right now. Right now, I want to go to my odds and ends drawer. Nope. Nope. Think I'm grabbing the same ones. Yes. Yes. This is what I'm interested in. So this is the mount, and this is the screw I just found. On the bottom of this, there's the female side, and that could be part of the solution. All right. We're not really a lot closer to installing this thing on the helmet. We do have a lot of supplies and more ideas, but we got it plugged in, so I thought I'd show it to you. So this thing, right, pictured as like a total mess, and now, hypothetically, like when you run around and do your thing, it stays nice and straight and gives you some good footage. That's what this is all about. Your head can be a big mess, but your camera is steady. So we've been going around the house looking for different ideas on how to mount this gimbal. And in the end, we think if we modify a GoPro mount, that'll be the way to go. So this is curved, if you can see that, which means it should fit on the helmet pretty securely compared to the flat ones, because the helmet's curved. What I want to do is remove all this wing stuff that is the GoPro mounting, and then have this tripod screw stick out through the GoPro mount so that the gimbal can be secured to this thing. We'll see how that goes. All right, safety first. That's what I was going for. Now what I want to do is get this head like carved out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you get the idea. Okay, so one problem we're running into is that the profile of this head is too thick. So the adhesive is only about half as thick as the profile of the head, and when you try to stick it on, this thing's sticking out. So we're going to cut it down a little bit. Safety first. Alright, much more than that, and I won't be able to screw it. So, I'm not sure how well you can see this, but we did a real nice job. It should tuck in there cool. So, I think normally, you see how this is curved nice, and it can go on a curved helmet? I think normally what would happen is, this center part would be extra squished if it didn't perfectly match this curve, and the sides might be less squished. It's spongy, so it can adjust to imperfect surfaces, you know, just smush and stuff. But because there's a screw here, when it hits, it's really not touching the rest of the way. So to make it smushy, we're gonna double up on the tape. We're gonna put this here and this on top of it, and that double push, to increase the thickness, should give it a really good purchase on the helmet. Okay, this is the moment of truth. There it is. It's mounted. Okay, I've got my helmet on. It's attached, looking handsome, I'd say. And you can see what this does. Like, it gives you a steady image. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run down these stairs, go around the tree, and then come back up the stairs twice. Once with it mounted on the Steadicam, and once with me holding it directly to the helmet. So, it's gonna look like that. This is future Woody, the guy editing the video right now. This had some mixed results. Some stuff was really great and some stuff was not. The thing that's not really great is that dot. You can see it in the top left. You know, it's pretty unavoidable. And the thing, I don't know if it's a scratch on the lens, just something stuck to the lens, but I think what it actually is damage to the sensor. I think I probably need a new GoPro. And if that's the case, then, you know, I'll get a new GoPro. Those are the brakes that don't last forever. What's working well, though, is the stabilization, the thing that I'm actually focused on this day. Check out the footage on the left and the footage on the right. Like, the difference is gigantic, and I swear to you, I did not stack the deck in an effort to, like, make the right extra shaky or anything like that. I just ran what I thought were two identical routes, and you can see, on the left, looked kind of smooth. Looks like something you might want to watch. On the right, it's like bad roller coaster footage. So I'm pretty psyched about how it turned out in the end. Well, you guys have seen that footage. I haven't. I hope that it comes out okay. I guess what I'm really hoping for is that the difference between having like a gimbal 3-axis Steadicam on my helmet versus not having it is a substantial upgrade that was worth, you know, the time and money we took into making it happen. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that what you really enjoy are the future videos, the stuff where I fly with that helmet on my head and it looks amazing. That's where we're headed. So subscribe, it's coming.
Multi-million-dollar deals, got $1 million deal. When I was younger, I would wonder how $1 million feel. And for real, it feel like I ain't even broke a seal. Cause when you drop hits, they want you to pick up the bill. Now my life is in Maryland, my heart is in Chicago. New York State